Now, former US President Donald Trump is to fly to New York on Monday ahead of his appearance in court after a Manhattan grand jury decided to indict him.
He is the first sitting or former president to face criminal charges, and the allegations relate to a $130,000 payment that was made to the porn star Stormy Daniels during his 2016 election campaign.
Well, let's talk to someone who knows all about this. Deputy Editor of The Spectator, Freddy Gray, and I know you are a proper sort of Americana type. Are you really across all of this, which is crucial for us, I think, because it is so utterly confusing. Yeah. Quite to understand what the charges are, the fact that the legal system in the States is politicised in this way, and whether that means that this case shouldn't have been brought at all.
Well, I am across this, or as across it as I can be, but it's been 7 years now, almost 8 years of different cases, hundreds almost of different allegations against Trump. There are currently about 6 criminal cases ongoing or paused against Donald Trump. This particular one does relate to the hush money payments, and I think that the interesting news yesterday was it was 30 counts. For the people who really want to get Trump, I know there's a lot of people out there who do, there was 30 counts, so there's a theory that they may have something that they haven't really revealed. And that could be a key witness flipping against Trump, suggesting that this hush money payment, which is not illegal, a hush money payment, what would be illegal is if he used it as a campaign contribution. However, the FEC, the Federal Electoral Commission, looked at this before, and they said they didn't think it was a campaign contribution.
Could they look at it again? They
could look at it again if a witness provides evidence, messages, emails, showing that it was a campaign contribution. But on the other side, you have all the Trump people and a lot of non-Trump people saying this looks very much like the weaponization of justice. You have an attorney general who was elected in New York, in the state of New York, who was elected on the promise to get Donald Trump. You have the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, who's pursuing this case, who was elected on the promise to get Trump. It's very, very political, and you now have a sort of cheapening of justice in a way. Because you have now House Democrats promising to pursue Alvin Bragg, the district attorney, as well as a pursuit of Joe Biden over payments to his family from China. So, is America going to just turn into a sort of farce, really, where political parties just pursue each other through the courts all the time?
You say, could it turn into? I think there are people who think it already is a bit of a farce.
Well, a lot of people do, yeah. I mean, the president of El Salvador said, we'll never take a lecture from America about democracy again.
Now, I mean, you've been to a lot of Trump's rallies.
Yeah.
I mean, the man is already whipping up his supporters, isn't he? He's talking about there being violence, there possibly being even deaths as a result of all this happening, presumably because people he assumes are going to demonstrate to such a level that it will get completely out of hand. When you're at one of these rallies, how does he do this? How do the people in the room, you've been there with them, how do they actually relate to him?
Well, it's very interesting. It's almost a sort of religious experience in that you kind of go into the church, the big field or whatever, and Trump will start talking, and the first few minutes, people are expecting him to deliver his hits. The zinger line, or the very rude line that everybody wants to, because that causes trouble. And they used to, in 2016, the crowd used to love it when he said, "Where are the fake news media?" You must have seen that, because there they are, and the crowd loved that. And, a lot of the media got a bit too carried away and would be like, "Oh, we felt threatened," or whatever. I've seen it. It's not that threatening. It's all sort of pantomime, really. But I think this year, the tone of it, or going into 2024, the tone of it is retribution. He says, I am your retribution, is Trump's line.